Good evening there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture, number 103 at this time. Yes, 103. For how long will it go on? We don't know. It might go on forever, or this might be the last one. You never know. There's been many last installments of this here series so far. But we have actually accomplished something. We have an iron ore buffer, which is great. Because that means that these should be running at 100% more or less all the time. Which is what we want. And they are. Not this one right now, it only has 7 workers. Yeah, but it's close enough. Very much close enough. So that's good. It's fantastic even. The ships are being filled up at such a rate that I don't even know what to do with themselves, maybe. That's good. And, well, to even further, I put in one last residential building up here, which we'll get to build it, please. If we have any prefab panels and such around, do we have that? We have a few. 106 tons, is that enough? That is enough. Great. This is working great. This university tower. Great. And it's raining. Courthouse. A serious crime. Damian. What the hell have you done? You're in prison. 15 years you got. Lordy ho. What did you do? I didn't get very happy about that, I can see. Oh, but in 15 years you'll be very happy and rehabilitated from all the iron digging and television watching that you'll be doing. Speaking of which, the television, since that is so important for the rehabilitation of the citizens in prison and also for the happiness of people at home during their leisure time and so on. Just maybe check it over and see that it's doing reasonable things. It seems to have quite a positive effect. Rating of 97%. Current audience 1500. How many are listening to the radio? 200. It also has an impact, seems to me. I noticed that there was a little bit of a miss in the clothing distribution, but now we have clothes here which should make them also go over to Järn over there. Good. Now we have quite significant frame drop over this region. 20 FPS here. Not good. 19, 18 as the plane comes into land. Although it can be forgiven. We have so much stuff and my computer is so old. KLM. Come in. We go down to the coal industry, maybe have a look at that. Why not? Get 160 workers for the coal industry. Don't need to run it at high speed. We're in no rush. This just goes on in perpetuity now. Global market report. Coal ore rises up. Okay. Steel might be getting a bit more valuable then for the time being. these random global events, they don't add a whole lot of depth to the gameplay now, though, do they? No, they're not significant or severe enough to actually do anything. Says he who has 2,600 hours of experience in the game. Maybe if you're a bit less experienced, it may sound scary, but this is one of those games that has an extremely steep learning curve, and there is so much to get your head around in the beginning. But once you figure it out, it's not really... You sort of have to make up your own challenges. And our own rules, such as no auto building or auto purchasing of resources, or other limitations, no immigration, or only a certain amount of immigrants, or only the population that you have if you play on a populated map and so on, and take care of them in such a way that they don't escape or die or anything, and procreate and so on. I think that here we have invited a few immigrants, or have we? Or do we only have the people who came? I think we only have the people who came initially with the map. 0 immigrants. Yes. We have grown from a population of 830 in the beginning, 640, and now we are quite stabilized here at around 33,000. Even 27 adults living with their parents. They might even get to move into the new building that we're building up in Järn. Yes. Coal industry seems to be coaling. It's dusty, dark dust clouds. I think it's going well. You produce 700, 800 thereabouts tons per workday. Not bad. Could we have a little project here too, whilst we're here, of upgrading, paving the roads? Might as well. I said it before here, but I'm quite satisfied with this coal mining situation that we have. We commute people in via the airplane to work in a coal mine and maybe make some bricks and refine the coal. And no one has to live in this awful mess. Quite polluted. Yeah, well, so is the capital. Yes. Do you have anyone on board? Yes, you did. I wonder what these people get up to nowadays. They go to the bus platform first, I think. Then they might go to the control tower, although it's full. So they probably teleport home. Now, well, since we're paving roads out here, if we're a bit lucky, they send, as you see, it's sending a bus. If you could just hurry up with the bus so we get there before they leave. They won't stand around for very long. They'll stand around for half an hour more. Their time scale, and well, the first bus is going to make it. Takes all of them. Now you don't have a whole lot to do here. You could head back, really. seems like we have a little bit here in the middle that did not quite get the upgrade treatment. There we go. In a service road 2. Come on. PPP construction office is maybe not supposed to do this because that's a bit of a ways away. They'll figure it out, I think. The coal, yeah, they're set to auto search for roads. That'll be fine. It's a good thing you brought the workers there where we don't have any resources. We don't have any resources anywhere because the asphalt has to be fetched quite a ways away. But we do get a tour of the nice highway network with the bridges and everything. So it's such a very long drive. Oh, and whilst we're here, let's see overlay on the crop situation. How is that? Resources, crops. I don't know, there's so many windows around here now that I can't make sense. Right. Yeah, still going onto ships. Via trucks from the fields. Or from the silos maybe at the farms. 18 tons still in this field. Do we have time to get that in before it freezes over? Gets ruined. I think so. We are keeping up with... We haven't imported any crops now, have we? Let's have a look. Economy and trade. Go back like a few years and see. There... No, we have not imported any crops. Neither from the east. Nope, we have imported gravel. Cement, yes, that was for building bridges, and gravel, and clothing, okay, food. Thought we were supposed to be self-sufficient on this stuff. Yeah, we are, more or less. Yes, because if we can look at the domestic production and consumption, how much do we use in the citizens' facilities? We use 34,749 tons of food. And we had imported 40 tons or something, so that's okay. Yes. Electronics. This is expensive as hell, this. 63 million for the food, for the people. And I suppose you could add the meat onto that as well, say 100 million then. But the electronics is 173 million. Makes sense, right? Sure it does. And you don't have to go so slowly just because it is a little bit dark here. No, we don't have any wildlife as far as I've been able to ascertain. There are no moose to hit or deer even, or not even a rabbit or fox. Rabbit's not the correct thing. The wild version of the rabbit, whatever. A hare, maybe. Wild boar could, but we don't have any of that. So you don't need to take it quite so slowly in the nighttime. And you have high beams. Use your high beams. Maybe you don't have high beams. Well, You're soon at the asphalt plant. We still only have one. No, we have two asphalt plants. We have one here on the mainland and one on the other side at Järn. Correct. That is good enough. There goes an asphalt truck the other way. Probably with asphalt for these here roads. Yes, it is. Put on the turbo here a little bit so we can get there. It's really that interesting following a truck with asphalt around. No, not really, no. This is what we got. To get the grasp on the logistical challenge. I still don't understand quite how they managed to keep this asphalt in a layable state whilst transporting it for a few days in 0 degrees weather. No. But they manage, and that's good. Because you have to draw the line somewhere about what's the realism and so on. It would be quite annoying if we could only pave roads and do concrete works in spring and summer and autumn, right? Not to be able to do it in wintertime, unless using specialized things. Quite annoying. Do 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 do. Are we there yet? No. But we can see the harbor, the distance. So we're approaching. We might even get to see snowfall here. If we keep it at high speed, we get to see snowfall before the 20 plus a few minutes mark gets hit. Otherwise, it's not going to happen, because at regular speed, 1 day in the game is 1 minute. And at full speed, fast speed, I don't know. I have hinted on the forums that there is an undocumented, even quicker speed. And I've tried every goddamn key combination I can think of, and clicking these buttons here in combination with key combinations and so on. At one time I did manage to crash the game while doing that, but I've not been able to get it to run any quicker, unfortunately. I have that little bit to do as well. Yeah, this is like watching asphalt dry or settle. It's not very exciting. No! Iron has been the focus lately for these 3 last bits. How is it doing? And how is this doing? It's almost full. Their only problem is that they can't visit church. Can't do anything about that. We're communist utopia. Religion is opium for the people. End of discussion. Yes, and the iron ore storage is full. Very good. Is it now the case then that we should, maybe not should, but we could tweak this in such a way that 140 prisoners in the mine. Fantastic. Could decrease the staffing in this mine a little bit. This is a bit much, you know. 130, is that enough to keep them in 160, 130, 160, 130. put it at 130 for a while and see what that does with the buffer. Yes, and since we're running at high speed, we'll get snowfall and we'll see what happens with this. I did build a little shortcut here to the technical services. Bridges, we can prioritize that for you, maybe. Yeah, but this seems to be doing fine. The orphanages are not actually completely filled to the brim. This one is. We even have children without appropriate upbringing. That's no good. Whatever appropriate is supposed to be, but doesn't sound good that they don't get appropriate upbringing. There was one child here who had no % government loyalty. What the hell? That's ungrateful. We take care of you. If something happened to your parent, and we have taken care of you. You are in excellent health. Excellent. You're in decent enough health. You're completely fed. 88% happy. You're an alcoholic at the age of 14. Maybe you should think a bit about that. Consider not drinking so much, maybe. How do you even get access to alcohol at the age of 14 here? I don't know. There we have the snow on the 23rd of November, as it is every year. Same procedure as every year. Yep, and the snow plows are moving out. Very good. You know, I did tell you to prioritize the bridges. That apparently means don't do bridges at all. Or something. Yes, I'm starting to God damn it, the time. To hell, midnight. I have work day tomorrow. This cannot stand. No, this cannot stand. It will be a not nice experience in the morning. Oh, so, well, that's it then. People's Petroleum Prefecture 103. I don't know if we'll be back here. Maybe. I was pretty certain at 100 that was the last one. You could have stopped watching at that one and considered it the last one if you wanted to. In certain series you can sort of make up your own ending when you know, like say a series that did a few seasons too many. Dexter. You say that ended at season 3 or 4 or whatever it was. Excellent show. At the time. It's a good thing that they quit whilst they were still ahead. Yeah, enough with the tangents and all those things. We have iron from prison workers, which is good. We're making use of the prisoners, and they get to go on an exciting little bridge down to the rehabilitation mine. We have a very intricate conveyor, takes the iron all the way down there, and so it goes. Yes, and so it goes in the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture. We haven't focused so much on petroleum, but before we leave, just check how is the. This is no good. You have brownouts here. Oops. At the heating plant. Why? Because both power plants are running at maximum capacity. Yes. Third power plant or goddamn nuclear power plant. And end of discussion with this electricity business. That might be in the future then. Utopia, you'll get your RBMK reactor right in the center of town. Or on the outskirts about here, maybe. Maybe. We are making nuclear fuel after all, so why not? Because with the Proletarian People's Petroleum Prefecture, that's why we're burning petroleum products to make power. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so very much for watching. And I wish you a good night. And I hope I get one too, because this is a bit too late for a work day. Good night.